Hey friends, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I have this stunning kit called Sunlight from Sadie Stickers. My code is Rachel20 for 20% off. And if you put my name in the notes to seller, you will get my newest updated freebie. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of spring elements. I have a lot of cute like trails and bees, really fun things, and like tulips are my favorite flower. And I just felt like it's a very great embodiment of spring. It's in gold foil on transparent matte paper. So I very much love my freebie. I think it turned out super cute. I'm obsessed with it, and it's very full, and I think it's just a really, really cute freebie. But there are a ton of other PR girls on the team, so definitely check them out to see their freebies as well, because they have beautiful freebies too. Just depends on what you like. So I love this kit. It's definitely got a lot of holiday elements to it. It's like a winter holiday kit. I didn't have a chance to use it in December or January, and I was not going to miss the chance to use it just because it's so beautiful. I am obsessed with the florals and the colors. So to kind of get around that, I just avoided using the clip art pieces that had like reindeers and Christmas trees and ornaments and things like that and presents. So I tried my best to just avoid doing that. I couldn't control it fully with like one clip art piece I use in the sidebar, and then of course some of the full boxes have like ornaments and a fireplace with stockings. It's just kind of hard to avoid that. But I feel like some people, oh, sorry about that. But I feel like some people do keep like stockings up and or just like decorations on their mantle. So I just kind of left it alone. I wasn't going to be super picky about it because I am truly obsessed with the colors. I love the warm, cool tone colors in this kit. They are so gorgeous, and I'm just obsessed. And the florals are so, so stunning. I used a lot of the journaling add-on pieces like the large florals and the torn papers on the day cover section and the stamps, and then smaller individual floral pieces to just fill in the gaps. And then of course a couple of like dots and accents. I am so thankful I had two of the gray torn paper to use on both the top left-hand corner and the right-hand corner on the second page. And I'm so appreciative that the way it was oriented, it was coming from the top corners versus like upside down. And I think I've spoke about that a lot. Shanice of Planners and Tacos and Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan have mentioned it. I think there are a few other planners, but those are the two that come to mind. But yeah, just I'm very hopeful that shops are going to start being more like cognizant of using of like the orientation of the torn papers, just because at least specifically for our style of planning, I know that journalers might use it for different reasons or it doesn't matter so much for their style. I don't really know because I don't journal as frequently as I do with this. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, really obsessed with how this turned out. Like I said, I tried to avoid making it super holiday specific, so I didn't pull in any like ornaments or any other holiday stickers that I had to accent and, supplement. But I will say that I couldn't control it, right? Some of the full boxes have elements that are very holiday specific, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of like the animals in the full boxes just because I don't usually use animals in my full boxes. However, I am appreciative that there's a box with dogs because I find that most full boxes in kits that I typically see have cats. And, some people are probably just cat people, or the shop owners, prefer cats, or there's just probably more cats in clip art. I don't know. But it was refreshing to see a dog and dogs here. So, anyways, you can see the dogs in the stamp I used on the second half here. But I've been really into more minimal, and I know some people that are watching this are probably like, oh, it's still really busy. But 2022, I literally threw everything on a page. Like, I just felt like I think Lauren coined the term like maximalism for like our planner spreads. I definitely embodied that a lot in 2022 just because, day cover deco was just starting to get really popular in like 2021, and then it just like blew up in 2022. And I'm kind of back in the space of wanting to do more simple like day cover deco, and then having a little bit more white space, not putting an accent in every single white space crevice on my spread. And that's okay. If you like to do that, that's totally cool. This is just what I'm enjoying right now and what I prefer. Also here, I think it said, I forget what the full box said. I think like cozy for the holidays or something like that. And I really loved the super thin swatch stickers that came with the journaling page. So I just ended up cutting the edge of that and layering it on top of the full box with the dogs. So it wasn't like holiday specific. So I think that was a really great way to kind of hide the holiday like quote there. So yeah, I mean, I love how this turned out so much. The day cover section, like I said, was just trying to make it more simple. I just used the larger floral pieces, which I'm obsessed with, the large ones, because it really looks like it's just coming from the corners, and it just is such a great statement on the page. And then the torn papers, of course, and then stamps and some smaller flowers and a couple of accents. The day scripts are also from Sadie Stickers in gold foil. And so me in 2022, I totally would have like decorated the crap out of this sidebar tracker here that's pretty empty with ornaments. And I used one of the floral torn papers to cover the reindeer at the bottom right hand corner, but I also love the flow and the look of that torn paper on the full box. It looks like it's actually a part of the box, and it's just really beautiful. But I was trying to be intentional about covering the reindeer. And me in 2022, I would have totally like thrown a bunch of clip art at that page, or at that what's it called, at that box, because there's a lot of white space. But I really just enjoyed it being pretty simple, and I love that. I could not get away with not using this truck because the truck is super cute. And then I think the other truck was like red, and I didn't want to pull in just one red sticker for the whole spread, so I just decided to use the blue one because it matched more with the spread and was more cohesive, even though it did have a tree in the trunk, which is totally fine because I feel like it's still wintry and it worked out. I'm pretty sure it was still pretty chilly around this time for us anyway, so it didn't really matter so much. But I definitely do struggle with like when I do memory spreads and I'm back planning and I'm trying to do older spreads that have passed, and that in contrast with what weather I'm currently living in, like in the present. Like it's been a full week of spring already. It's been pretty warm. Today was a little bit cooler, but the past week has been pretty warm where I live. And oh, there's my coffee. And it stinks because like I'm doing these memory spreads and they're winter, but I just feel kind of like out of touch because it's not winter anymore. But I still definitely want to be like true to the weather that happened that week or the season that I'm in. So I don't know. I think I hear some planners that are like from states like, for example, California, and I've heard like Tay talk about it, where she still wants to use like winter kits even though it doesn't really snow like that in California, and it's just because it's in the season. And I just struggle with that because I'm 4 weeks behind and I'm trying to get caught up. But yeah, I got caught up and I bragged about it and then I fell right back. So that's what I get for being cocky. And it is what it is. But anyway, so on Monday, I wanted to mark one of my friends' birthdays, and I used a cupcake and some balloons that I layered together from White Deer Stationery. This is a all White Deer Stationery icon kit. I'm pretty sure I didn't use a single like foiled icon kit. I was trying to make it really cohesive, and I wanted to really like stay true to the cool tones by using the White Deer Stationery like purples and grays and like the deeper blues and some of the yellows. I think I only pulled in like two pink icons, but they were like more like a pale pink. And I feel like White Deer Stationery's pinks vary across the board from all of her icons, even though she has like the same colorway. I think it's a lot more like a true pink with some icons versus others. I don't know if it makes any sense. But I did try to pull that in a little bit just because it matched some of the flowers in this kit that were more of like this pale pink, really pretty rosy color. So sorry if you can hear Jace's squeaking squeak toy. I don't know what it is. He's got so many toys. I have lost like track of what he has anymore. I had, I think it was one meeting. Is that what it says? Yeah, I had one meeting, and I've been really loving marking my meetings by using floral dividers. It has been my jam. I've been so into it. If you have been watching my Plan with Me's the past couple of weeks, I've really just been diving right into that and just embracing it and doing it all the time because it's just what I enjoy right now. And I also filmed a Plan with Me this day, did some cardio, and then we grabbed sushi at one of our favorite sushi spots. Or no, I think it was like our third favorite spot. Our first favorite spot is closed on Mondays, and our second favorite spot is a little bit further. So we just kind of were like, you know what, we're really craving sushi, and like we just ended up going to a spot that was still pretty good, just not like our favorite, right? On Tuesday, I wanted to mark meetings in a slightly different way. So the same thing with using a floral divider, but instead I also added the purple lace washi trim and I just cut it down. And I really like that because I was able to make garlands come from it and just act like a box, I guess, under that. So since I had a script, I didn't really have to write anything, and I really liked having the garlands hanging from something. So marked 2 meetings, took Jace on a walk. I love those really short squiggles from Sadie Stickers, and then I uploaded a plan with me. So I've been really into trimming florals and adding them inside icons. Lauren has been doing this for a long time, and she's the one that I got the inspo to do that from. And then I hung up some frames. I thought this was like the cutest thing, and I tried to execute it in a different way, but I think I was overthinking it and it didn't turn out how I expected, but like I still think it turned out cute. So I love these super tiny frames or postages from Sadie Stickers. It was a $2 Tuesday, I think several weeks ago, but I got the mini version and I thought it was like a really cute way to mark hanging up frames because they look like frames and it's just really cute. And then I did cardio, and then we had our very first wedding meeting with our wedding planner, who is one of my best friends. And thankfully, she does wedding planning on the side, and she's very great. We are both very type A people, and I trust her fully because I want to be incredibly stress free on my wedding. So if you guys have been following me for a long time, we have been engaged for 3 years now. We got engaged February 2020, and then COVID hit, and then a bunch of weddings got pushed back, and it just has been constantly like, it was just very stressful, like a very stressful time in our lives in general, with everything going on with COVID, with work, all of these changes. And then on top of that, I did not want the additional stress of trying to plan a wedding. Um, but also knowing that a lot of venues and caterers and all this stuff was already taken and pushed out a year or two, even three, just because of COVID. And I just didn't want to deal with it. Personally, I'm someone like, if it's kind of planning anything large like that, I'd much rather not even deal with it. Like I would rather avoid it and just like move on with my life and get to it when I am in the mood and happy and in a better place, because I don't want to end up resenting it and being unhappy and just it's not a good time, right? So uh very happy that we are finally doing it the way that we're doing it. We are anticipated to have our wedding, or we actually, so let me just fast forward, but we had our wedding meeting on this Wednesday, or sorry, this Tuesday. And then not even like a couple weeks later, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, we took a look. We took a look. Yeah, is that right? I can't speak English right now. I'm like, sorry, I don't know why I'm getting shy, but this is like a big deal. Like I don't really I haven't like opened up about like this whole wedding thing for a long time. I have gotten asked like a couple of times like when am I getting married, etc. And I understand why, because I've been wearing my engagement ring for 3 years, but also I have told myself that I wanted to be engaged for a couple of years anyways. It's always been something I wanted to do. But regardless, Greg and I have been together for so long. We'll be together for 7 years this summer, so it is what it is. So anyways, I just wanted to avoid that whole hassle. Like, even though we got engaged in 2020, February 2020, COVID hit, everything got pushed back. Like, other people's weddings were postponed a year or two, and like I said, even three. And then everything got so expensive. So, like, all of that happening, and I was just so stressed and anxious, and I was like, I just rather not even touch this like at all. Like, it was like I don't want to touch this with a 10 foot pole. Like, I just don't even want to be near it. And but with that being said, we did a lot of research prior to taking a look at one of our venues, and we actually uh, paid and like put a deposit down on the first venue that we looked at, mostly because like we know exactly what we want, and it was perfect. It was everything I expected it to be just from the research I did, and I didn't want to waste any time like doing more research and like looking at other venues, and then the potential of me not getting the weekend I wanted getting taken, like all of that. So if you have ever planned a wedding, I'm sure you know, but we are having a pretty small, intimate wedding. We're gonna have I think 50 to 60 people. That's including their plus ones. So it's a pretty small wedding. I don't want a big wedding whatsoever, just very close, immediate friends and family, and that's really it. And I want it to be very intimate, and we don't have like a bridal party, like no groomsmen, no bridesmaids, nothing like that. And then my best friend is our best friend, or my best friend, but it's also a really good friend of Greg, and she's known us for a long time. She's officiating our wedding too. So, anyways, very excited. We have a venue already, and I'll probably talk more about that down the road. I did film like the venue when we were taking a look at it and doing a tour. I might add that to a vlog. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, I can't believe this is happening. So we have a weekend in October of 2024. So we are way ahead of schedule, and I'm very thankful because I'd rather plan out and anticipate that than be very stressed and like cram it in less than a year. And I'm totally cool with like, I think we started planning like 18 months ahead, which I'm so happy about. And yeah, so very happy. And it's going to be I'm already like thinking about all the different things I want. I'm already like stressed and I'm like, oh my God, no, like Rachel, stop it. Do not do that because I want this to be very stress free. And I know it's going to be hard, especially with my personality. And I'm going to try, but I don't want to be stressed. That's why I'm putting full trust in my friend who is my wedding planner just because I just know how she is and I just feel like she's going to handle. And a lot of my good friends are have a very similar personality to me where they'll handle things and they're very strong-willed and strong personalities and they'll take care of it. They're like my girls that will take care of shit. So, oops, did I just curse? I don't know. Sorry. But they will just take care of it. And I love that. So, so thankful for that because I don't want to stress, right? And so far I've been doing a really good job. Like I haven't been like overly stressed about anything. Things are happening well. I got a weekend that I wanted in like the ideal time of wedding season, which is perfect because I would like for it to be not too hot, not too cold, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited. And yeah, anyways, I know I talked through a lot, so sorry about this. But if you have any questions about stickers from Tuesday and Wednesday, let me know. I finally was able to use that wedding sticker, the wedding dress, and then the tux from White Deer Stationery. I've had that since 2020 and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So it was kind of surreal to use it and I was very happy. I was always pretty sad like looking at a full sheet of those stickers and not being able to use them in my planner just because I had no reason to. And yeah, but I'm just really happy to finally be able to use them. So let me fast forward. So on Thursday, I had two meetings and I drove to our office for a meeting and then did cardio and abs. I put together our lamps. I was totally into like putting stuff together. I don't know why. This week I was just very I really wanted to make our bedroom more homey, like our master bedroom. So I put up like pictures that I got a pretty like good discount. I think you guys might have seen them, but it was in one of my vlogs from Target. But they're very pretty, like cream colored um, palms, and I have that on top above my bed, and then I got really cozy lamps. I feel like lamps just make things so cozy. I'm obsessed. I think they definitely make a space look incredibly cozy and relaxed. So put those together and then cooked shrimp pasta. I also our massage chair that I purchased like a smaller massage chair. I was very happy to finally have one and it's incredibly relaxing. So I got that and then took Jason on a walk on Friday. I got my sister donuts for her class and then I had physical therapy in the morning. Also trained chest and triceps with my friend. And then Greg and I grabbed sushi afterwards at our second sushi spot. And then just because it was like near the gym that we were going to. And then we watched Black Hawk Down, and then went on a Starbucks run on Saturday, and then we got our cars detailed. I've been really into putting. I've always done this if you've watched my plan with these, but like the bigger dot circles, like putting those on the wheels of the like the car doodle is so adorable. Like foils the car. I think it's the cutest thing in the world. So I definitely wanted to do that. Took Jason on a walk, and then I did my friend's nails. Then later on that night, it was a really fun night. My other friend, the dental hygienist I keep talking about, she invited us, her and her husband invited us over to her house to do like an Italian dinner that was really fun. We had wine, pasta, like bread. It was such a grand time. And then they introduced us to a game called Mexican Train. It's like a domino game. Let me know if you've ever played it. I am obsessed. Dominoes, so simple. It's a very fast paced game, enjoyable, and I like it's just, we're into it. This is how I know I'm getting older. Like stuff like that is how I want to spend my weekend nights. But it was really fun. It was so cool. We played so many rounds and it was just a really great night. And then on Sunday, I painted my nails and I loved the way I marked it. I am obsessed with these nail icons from White Deer Stationery. They are so adorable. I also trained legs with my friend at a gym as well. So like I said before, Greg and I got a gym membership to this other place just so that we could like work out close to them. Greg already has a membership to a gym that's like 5 minutes down the road, but this other gym is like 20 minutes down the road from us, which is closer to our friends, and that's why they go there. So I started wanting to go because it's fun to work out with somebody, and then like she asked if I could help her with her form and do exercises with her and like teach her some stuff. So that was really cool. And then my other good friend, she also goes to that gym now. I got her to get a membership as well. So like it's just fun to like go somewhere and go to a gym with your girlfriends and hang out that way, right? I think I talked about that. I don't know if I talked about that, but it's cool to be able to do that versus like just going out to eat all the time and spending money. It's just a healthier alternative to spending time together and holding each other accountable, and it's just been really fun. I've really been enjoying it. I actually almost only prefer to go to the gym with my friends, and then if I don't have plans to go to the gym with them, I'll usually just work out at home in my own garage gym, which I still totally do. Like, I'll usually do cardio and then some like exercises with the weights and things that I do have. But it's just been nice to have both options and just spending time with my friends. It's just been the biggest thing this year for me is not saying no to like spending quality time with my friends because I feel like I've lost a lot of that from the past couple of years, especially because of COVID. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too chatty of a plan with me, but I hope that you enjoyed. Take care, and I'll talk soon. Bye.